Well, this project really brought together for the first time business, school, government, nonprofit organizations, students, private contractors, all to pursue the common cause of building the most energy efficient home in Montevideo.
A couple of years ago when gasoline had gotten to $4, I started looking at the properties that I own and manage, and I went, I have to have an energy management plan for these properties. And then, realized there wasn't anybody that I didn't know enough to do it myself, and also I didn't know who I would really start even call. So then I started really trying to educate myself.
Well, we've been building through the building trades program at our school for quite a few years now with the Habitat, and then this one became a grant, and they asked us if we would jump on board again with our students, and we said yeah.
The Habitat for Humanity West Central Minnesota is a 5-county region area, and in the thoughts that we've put here are starting to show up in the work that they are considering doing in other places. And this will get to be broader than that even, because we've had state of Minnesota people here, and of course Habitat International is working on this very type of thing to be more energy efficient, cut the costs of operating a home, and make it a better home for low-income people.
We've had some leading designers in solar energy and renewable energy. We've had people that are talking about the passive solar design. And so the students have been exposed to what are emerging trends in the industry. Many times the presenters that came into the classroom would say, pay attention, because this is what homeowners and building builders are going to be wanting, and you guys are learning it first, and you heard it here first. So that exposure of what the emerging trends are in construction with respect to energy efficiency was just fantastic. And then you combine that with the hands-on work of building a home, the first ground source heat home within Montevideo city limits, a home that's going to be 50% more energy efficient than any other home in town, and learning about these new materials that are being used. It's been fantastic for the students. And then as a result of the student collaboration, the students have taught us about how to use the new social media networks to help promote and broaden the findings of this project to the larger community.
Yeah, a lot more math than I anticipated. Had to figure out the angles, like the 612 angles, and doing the roofing too. I think I might do it at my house too. I think I'll try to use a spray and insulation because it's better, and it seemed like it was cheaper than putting it in by hand. And then the flooring, it's all heated. I think I'm gonna try to do that later on.
Geothermal is the biggest thing for me. I'm a contractor in town here too, and we've got, we build to the codes already. So now we're doing the geothermal to see how efficiency that really is. And watching this down the road for the future, it's going to be interesting. We know we've got high upfront costs, but yet down the road in the future, hopefully it will equal out.
The project's effect on this area are fairly obvious when we hear questions virtually every day from people about how this project is going, what's different about this project. This is on a main street, and there are a lot of people that drive by this house every day, and they ask questions, and they write emails and ask about how things are going and the progress that's being done and things like that. So there are a lot of people that are interested in it, and it's a showcase.
And I guess the biggest thing is what's out there, what's new. We, in this rural community, a lot of times we don't see the new emerging trends right away. It's 5 years down the road from what big states have. And it's kind of nice to see that, okay, how can we get this information in? How can we try to show people that this is rewarding and this is worthwhile?
Some of the students will, of course, go into construction work later on. And the things that they're learning today are the future for construction. They need to be apprised of those things so that when they're out in the real world, that they're using better materials, better methods, and make energy efficiency a #1 priority.